Tommy's come of age. Once you've got one under your belt, you believe in yourself more.
The moment you've got that number one on your bike, you've got 31 other people that want to take it off.
Some of the hardcore fans are saying it's British Superbikes, it should remain that way.
BSB is so exciting because it is the leading championship of its type in the world.
I'm the number one. Yeah, I just need to try and keep hold of it now.
That's what I'm here to do, is to win it.
In the heat of battle, you treat everyone as a rival.
Hopefully in the next few years I can be the number one British rider.
I'm not here to finish second, that's for sure.
Oh, here we go. Part of this championship. Oh, the big curve went down. It's Westmoreland. Oh, big crash.
The beat in BSB is very firmly British, something that is now talked about from America to Australia.
Tommy Hill crossing the line.
I think it's my best chance yet to have a chance of winning the title.
It's England versus Australia.
Josh Brookes, who wants to win, he's the rider that's prepared to go that extra kind of few inches and take the risks.
Oh, down the hill.
BSB is my heart is. That's what I train every single day for.
Shakey, Byrne.
Winning a race is like the best feeling in the world, coming second's like first loser.
That man has the most original overtaking in the world.
Since I was 11 years old, I dreamed about being a champion.
Oh, and Harger's gone down.
If you don't get the results, your confidence doesn't rise. That's where the mental toughness has to come in.
There's no prizes for finishing second.
I'm determined as ever to keep hold of that number one plate.
The 2012 British Superbike Championship is undoubtedly the most close and nail-biting two-wheel action anywhere in the world. They're so extraordinary. There is nothing in the world like motorcycle racing at this level for being so competitive and so aggressive and so enormously spectacular. With a truly star-studded international lineup, only one can lift the crown after the final race on the final day. British Superbikes 2012 sees the reigning champion Tommy Hill desperate to regain his crown. Josh Brookes hasn't committed to a life in the UK to return to Australia empty-handed. The flying Irishman Michael Laverty has the might of the factory Hondas to snatch victory. West Country racer Tommy Bridewell is riding for an Italian team on a German bike, in memory of his beloved brother Ollie. Young rising star Alex Lowes defies his 21 years to become a major player in this year's series. Shane Byrne, returning champion and fans' favourite, is hoping that the Showdown points play into his hands to lift the coveted crown.
Hopkins gets a terrific drive out of that bend, and he's forced his way through, going into 30s, inches between front and rear wheel. Tommy takes that narrow line and levers his way back in front. Hopkins comes underneath him into Westfield. Tommy Hill takes another drive up the inside into the C curve. John Hopkins moves over to try and get a tight line. He did this to Tommy last time out. He moves across. Tommy cuts back and dives in. Hopkins has gone in too deep and they cross the line. Hill!
Tommy Hill.
Why?
Because he's awesome.
Tommy Hill is the current number one. The Kent racer who cheated death as a teenager will fight to the bitter end.
Winning the championship last year is a dream come true, you know, it's exactly what I go racing to do, and as well as the Swan Yamaha team, so the aim is to try and do it the same again and win this championship.
Tommy Hill at the front then. Tommy Hill crossing the line for his 15th ever British Superbike race win. This is number one, the defending champion, Tommy Hill. He won handsomely yesterday. Is he going to do the same today? That man has won the race. Hill wins it. Tommy Hill guns it off the line, and it was Tommy Hill who grabbed the advantage no one else wanted to see him get. Tommy Hill grabs victory, his hat-trick this weekend. The hairpin for the final time. His 6th victory of the year then. Tommy Hill wins it for Swan Yamaha. Here comes Tommy. Oh, Tommy thought about it.
He's gone. He's gone.
A double race victory here for Swan Yamaha. The reigning champion wins again and gets 3 more podium credits for his team.
Since the season last year, winning the British Superbike Championship, been very busy on the PR and promotional side. It's good for the sport as well. You know, I'm out there not just promoting myself, but promoting the championship, promoting my sponsors. We want the British Superbikes or motorcycle sport to grow, so I'll try and help it as much as I can. My job is to ride that bike as fast as I can. You know, I would like to ride around 2 seconds off the pace and wave to the crowd, but it's just not going to happen. You know, I need to push hard, ride hard, and prove what I can do and prove my worth out on the track. And, you know, I want to win. Maybe sometimes I put a little bit too much pressure on myself because I want it so bad. It's not easy out there. You know, a lot of people may think come to British Championship and, you know, challenge at the sharp end and fight for wins. It's tough. You know, it's a growing championship. We've got a lot of different nationalities involved now, and it has turned into a world championship. Whether it's the teams, the riders, the bikes, now you only get 1 bike per rider, so it is tougher out there. You know, the rules are even narrower than they've ever been. If people talk about the new rules and people say if the points were like the other way, someone else would have won it, but the facts are you race to the points, you know, and you race to the championship rules. And with the Showdown part of the championship, there's a lot of deciding on what goes on, where people finish and what points you get. When people ask me, are you a fan of the new rules? Yeah, I think it's good. It's good for the spectacle of the championship. It's people say it's an entertainment business. It takes a championship to be a champion. But now we're at the sharp end. The championship's closer than ever, but it's the best time for a new rider to come into this championship because it's more a level playing field. It's great having the championship the way it is. I mean, it comes down to the wire, but for me this year it's not worked. You know, we had a bit of bad luck going to Assen. We're in a great position. We had the championship lead. Put it up to the grid as always. We're a little bit late out of pit lane, to be fair. The green light had gone on and we were exiting pit lane probably 30 seconds after, which allowed everyone else on the back of the grid to take their position on the grid. So it was a little bit difficult coming from the back of the grid through to the front row. But found my gap, saw my mechanic, and he waved me down and got on the brakes. Someone just jumped straight out in front of me. The bike was wheeled off and I could see the damage, and it had snapped the wrist off the frame. So
Tommy Hill is in the back of the garage with a crash helmet on, and what he's hoping for is perhaps a delayed start for this one. I don't think it's going to happen, but it could well be that they are working on that machine. The tyre warmers are still on it, and Tommy Hill is still hoping to make the start of this one. At best it'll be a pit lane start, Fred, but we thought it might be over. It might not be just yet.
Lights out in Assen in the north of Holland, and a great start from the front row of the grid for Michael Laverty.
Here goes Tommy Hill as well. Tommy Hill is going to join them up on down.
Well, massive news here. Tommy Hill was coming in to form his place on the grid. Mechanic was slipped out in front of him, locked the brake, got flown over the front, damaged the bike. So there's been a mad, frantic rush to get him ready, re-scrutineered and back out. He missed the start. He's 3/4 of a lap behind. The crowd are going mad every time he comes on, really boosting him on. But that could be the difference between winning a championship and not. So big news, and terrible for Swan Yamaha.
New lap record for Tommy Hill, 1:38.008.
The team done a good job in trying to repair it, and we went out and we got pole position, and someone then decided to protest us for race 2, which put me back to about 6th on the grid.
Lights out!
Going into the second race at Assen, I needed to finish. I couldn't afford to make a mistake. If I'd have made a mistake, I'd have definitely been out of the championship.
But he's going, Michael Laverty.
Check that!
And Tommy Hill has edged through into third place. Tommy Hill moves through. Josh Brookes wins it ahead of furious Shakey Byrne. Third place goes to Alex Lowes. Alex Lowes nips it from Tommy Hill across the line.
To try and consider that you might get a mechanic walk out in front of you at Assen was just something we hadn't even considered. But, you know, first round of the Showdown wasn't the ideal place for it to happen, and had it happened prior in the season, we wouldn't have looked at it the way we did. So it's far from over. We've got to go out. We've made life a little bit difficult for ourselves, and he's got to go out and win some races. But he will tell you he wants to do that just as much as anything. So I think he's in a good place.
I'm a little concerned about Tommy Hill. I think I don't know whether there are any scars left from Assen last weekend after that really unpleasant little accident on the starting grid, and I hope nothing like that happens again. I think that's unlikely. Tommy's very nervous. I've already learned that from Pete Jennings, his crew chief, who says he hides it very well, but he is
pretty nervous about things at the moment.
And when you look at the Showdown, a lot of people are saying that perhaps Tommy Hill is out of the championship. Not a bit of it, because what you've got to do is look at the previous 2 Showdown rounds. We cast our minds back 1 year when John Hopkins won the opening 3 races in the Showdown. And he won 2 at Donington, he won 1 here at Silverstone, he even finished second in the second race here at Silverstone. He didn't win the championship. You look back the previous year with the Japanese rider for HM Plant Honda, Yuichi Kiyanari, he didn't get a sniff of the podium for the opening 3 rounds. He only finished 3rd in the next race, won the final 3 races at Oak Park, and he was champion. You can't read anything into this Showdown at present.
The leader is Samsung Honda's number 7 Laverty, second place defending champion Tommy Hill. Josh Brookes 4th, Tommy Hill in 5th, distinctively on the red and yellow Yamaha, but he's going backwards, the reigning champion. There is Tommy Hill, number 1, running in 7th place.
It's a slight problem when you're basing out of it, and he's had that slight problem. It's still a very slim chance that something could happen, but we'll have to wait and see. If you don't have any problems, come through, and there's a very good chance you'll win the championship, as with the other guys. None of them have had even the slightest problem. Might have a little bit of a struggle, but Tommy, one thing after another go wrong, down to the tyres now, trying to get a tyre to work that works with the bike, considering the conditions have changed drastically.
Down the hanger straight. Oh, look at them filing up here and then bursting out before they hit the brakes at Stowe Corner. Lucas Scasser nabs 6th place from Tommy Hill and Chris Walker.
Hard to tell really until we talked to him. He lost a lot of time, sort of middle of the race, dropped about a second a lap pace-wise, then seemed to regroup a little bit, so whether it's tyre or I would imagine it's tyre, to be honest with you. I don't really know, not yet.
As a top team and current British Superbike champion, you know, there shouldn't be any excuses after the first day, but you know, we've sort of hit upon a few little issues here and there, and unfortunately we sort of took a gamble on the tyre choice in race 1 and went for an SC2, and it wasn't the right tyre for us. I mean, we struggle with side grip as it is on this bike, and just seems to be working differently on other bikes. You know, they can pick it out the corners, point and squirt, but it's not worked for us this weekend. Yeah, gutted.
Gutted, absolutely gutted for him. I'm sure Tommy will turn up at Brands Hatch and do what he's got to do, as always, and he'll go out there to win. And whether it wins the championship or not, who knows?
Someone who understands the highs and lows of superbike racing is former British champion Roger Marshall. Although many years retired from the sport, he's still active within the championship as a judicial steward. I remember Roger so well as a lovely chap who raced wheel to wheel against his friend the great Barry Sheene.
BSB was formed in 1996. In my eyes, it's a world-class series, and people talk about it and it's recognised throughout the world. Australia, everywhere, America. It's exciting racing. The teams now operate to some higher standard than I'd say World Superbike do. In my days, Motorcycle News used to have the championship, affiliated with the ACU, the governing body of the sport. The ACU run the series, and Motorcycle News used to sponsor it. And before my days, it was like there was all segregated classes for the British Championship. You had like 125, 250, 350, 500, and the 750 class was always the class to do well in. I don't think technique changes very much. I think I'd be just the same as I was when my time was there. You know, I mean, I raced against the best, Sheeny, Freddie Spencer and Haslam and Wayne Gardner and all the boys, and you know, I beat them and they beat me, and I don't think that would be any different now. I think you can go back in time. Each time we've had the Agostinis and the Aylwoods and everybody, and if they were in this era now, it wouldn't be any different. Them boys have got talent, and if you've got talent and you work hard, I think you'll always be at the sharp end. I'd like to think I could win a championship still. Whoever has the best bike, they still need the best pilot as far as I'm concerned, and I don't think that'll ever change. It was fantastic being a champion. You retire and you think you can replace it, but you'll never replace it. And yeah, I miss it, yeah.
The Irish flyer, Michael Laverty, has made the last 6 for the Showdown title fight, but he hasn't had the best of seasons. In fact, his season started just like the weather, horrible.
It's been an enjoyable year with the team and gelling with the Honda motorcycle itself. It's been good that way. I've learned a lot. Just it's been too many lows, if you like, too many things that I'm not happy with, results-wise. But overall, I feel I've been riding well lately. It's just different things have kind of transpired against me.
Down the hill. This is going to be so difficult. Let's hope they can stop before they reach the path.
Just came round a bit too far and kind of flicked me, and I was down before I knew it, and then my bike slid along and took out Patrick Muff, and he had a bit of a go at me as if I had took him out. So yeah, that frustrated me even more, just to make matters worse. Last year you looked at the top 6, top 7 bikes and riders, and kind of those, if you had a bad day you finish 7th, whereas now if you have a bad day you could be 14th, you could be outside the top 10. There's a lot of quick guys on competitive motorcycles now because of the rules have been a bit more of a leveler.
But it's going to be a race win at last in 2012 for Michael Laverty and his Samsung Honda.
That's exactly what the Samsung Honda team needed. It's been a tough start to the season, and I think we've made a significant changing point to the season. Really, really pleased for Michael. His big effort this weekend.
Just rode around looking at the crowd and just enjoying it, so taking it all in. It's awesome to be the 7th winner.
It's competitive. He likes to get results. He likes to get up there.
I'm over the moon, to be honest. I think we've put ourselves back in the championship contention and proved we're definitely going to be strong all year.
Oh, and there's been a down goes number 7, Laverty.
Yeah, that's Michael Laverty.
If Michael Laverty, number 7 on the Samsung Honda, stays there in 3rd place in this race, then the smiling, bright blue-eyed Ulsterman will definitely be in the shootout. He will have qualified for the top 6 in 4th place.
Locked in our top 6 position in the Showdown, so quite happy with that.
Got some real good guests here today. All the RAF lads there, we're having a bit of fun and showing them around. Plus all the factory riders for Honda, all there. So it's really, we're just having a really good time out here, showing the RAF guys the way around a bit, doing a few pillions.
It's almost beyond description, and you can see by the smile on my face. I mean, it's a fantastic experience, thrill of a lifetime. It's the first time I've ever been on a track. Keen motorbiker, but the first time on a track, and it's just beyond expectations. Outstanding.
The RAF guys support the British Superstock team, so I've been in contact with them all year. But it's a great programme, and it's great to see these guys and speak to the guys who are on active duty that are here and enjoying the day. So great to be involved with something like this, and great to have them as part of the motorcycling community. You'll go through some stages in the season where you start to doubt yourself. Not many racers will admit that, but there is always times where you start to think, is it me? But yeah, that's where the mental toughness has to come into it. We had worked hard on getting the pace, getting ourselves up to speed that we could be competitive to win races. We came to Assen very confident, and then it just came to nothing. And the same again at Silverstone, and it was something that kind of was out of our hands. We weren't ready, we weren't prepared for the cold temperatures and to have to use the hard tyre, and other people did get away with the soft better than us, so we just seemed to be in no man's land where both tyres didn't work for us. One didn't last long enough and the other wasn't fast enough, so we were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, so that was quite a low where I was fast enough to win races but just could only, I led every race in the Showdown generally up to the half point stage, but I always went backwards at the end. Yeah, I feel like I've let the side down, but to be fair, there wasn't much more I could do. I wasn't even really able to take the fight to the guys just because of the tyres. So it's annoying when there's a limiting factor that doesn't allow you to perform at your best. So I feel the pressure, yeah, and I definitely want to turn it around this weekend.
All the Hondas seem to be having a bit of an issue with tyres at the minute. Probably put it down to a tyre, really. You know, it is just a tyre. That's the problem. It just doesn't seem to be a very good wearing tyre for a Honda, you know.
It's not just the championship we're fighting for jobs every year. We only have a job for 1 year at a time, so yeah, if I have a poor finish to the season, it really doesn't help my job prospects. It requires a lot of things to go my way really for me to win this championship, but it'd be awesome if we could lift it. It'd be awesome for the Honda team, you know, they've worked hard all year. New sponsor on board with Samsung, it'd be nice to get a championship for them, but I'm quite a realist and I think it's too far of an ask. No, you never give up, and it can turn around so quickly. And you see, Tommy done all the hard work. You know, grabbed the podium credits, and it was wiped out by one incident on the grid. So anything can happen in bike racing. He'll still pull it back. He'll come back fighting, and we'll do the same. You know.
After a hard day teaching the RAF to ride around Silverstone, the favour is repaid, and the Irish Flyer is now really flying.
It's going to be a little bumpy today over the town. This is because it's a strong wind. You can look backwards over your shoulder. Lots of sky rubbing around. You can see the smoke down there, that's where we've been. And back we go the other way. Ah, how awesome is that? Oh, slightly weird, isn't it? Right, I'm going to just spin the aeroplane around like this, which is a bit weird. Eventually we run out of puff, okay, so we're not quite there yet, but we're about now, so I'm going to chuck the throttle a little. You can see the smoke now, see it? Yeah. We're now falling backwards. Whoa! It's just great, isn't it? Bit more snappy, this one. Whoa! Don't try this at home. Well done. That is awesome. Oh. Well done. We'll be on the ground very shortly.
Right, 3, landing change on the shore.
Okay, well somewhere down here is a runway. I'm going to try and make this a smooth one. How was that?
Absolutely awesome. One of the best things I've ever done.
In deepest rural Wiltshire, there's a family that's devoted their lives to motors, both four and two-wheeled. The Bridewells are real petrol heads, each and every one of them.
It is nice living in the country, you know. You can just go out and relax and enjoy every day, I guess. I work for Dad. I do a 9 to 5:30 Monday to Friday. On the odd day I do Saturday. It was Grant's car garage before, and then Dad took it on and carried it on. Like, you know, it's 50 plus years now in the running. Like, you know, we started racing many years back, you know, with Grant on the grass track. Dad took it on, went grass track and speedway, and then me and Ollie started riding the little mini motos. Just carried it on really from there. And 07 moved up and jumped on the Superbike with Ollie, like, you know, and Obviously, everyone knows it was obviously you know, a bit of a different year, I guess. You know, obviously with losing Ollie at Mallory, and that was it. You know, at the time I had walked away from road racing.
Before Ollie was killed, I never ever worried about them at all, and never even, you know, it never crosses your mind that you're going to be coming away with a tragedy, like, you know.
We are very strong as a family.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean you got to be, because look at me. I mean after what happened, you know, obviously if you're not strong, you go to bloody pieces, like, you know.
I had, I think, about a month off work or something, and then carried on working really. I used to work on the cars. This was Ollie's, you know, he'd done the bikes, he worked on the bikes. And I said to Dad, I said I'd like to take over the bike side, keep it going for Ollie. I didn't ride a bike since, you know, it was like a month and a half since I rode a bike, or even 2 months almost. And we had a customer's, I think it was a GSXR 1000 or something, and I serviced it and whatnot. I said to Dad, I better just road test this customer's bike. Went up the road and it was just like a normal ride to start with, and I just road tested it, and it got a little route. You know, you come out of Sturt S-bends, and it's about a mile straight then and up over the hill, and then you've got to turn right up over Trampton Hill and come back smiling. And I think the customer's bike had about 40 miles more than when it came in. Then I said to Dad, I can't stay off a bike, you know. I do worry, ever, you know, a lot more now than I ever did before, you know. Bloody hell, I think me legs are going to collapse from underneath me sometimes, I must be honest, like, but what can you do, you know? We'd never taken the opportunity away from Ollie, and we'd never take it away from Tommy. As long as he wants to do it, we'll always be there for him, like, you know.
He was determined to ride, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Really determined to ride, for both of them.
To be honest, the way we got the numbers, number 46, our first ever mini moto race we'd done, and we had to go and get our numbers, and Ollie was number 46 out the pot, and I was number 47. He ran that forever. I switched over to Gramps number 18, and then obviously when Ollie passed away, switched back over to 46. I can't bring him back, and all I can do is race in his memory, but knowing that I've got him pushing me 110% gives me a lot more strength to beat everyone. Basically, I was doing the Remedies Bar series. I'd done the first round while I was preparing my bike for the next round of motocross, and then the phone went, and it was Danilo on the phone from Supersonic, just seeing if I was interested to ride for him. And sort of just took it from there, really. You know, a few conversations down the line, and next minute I was at Brands Hatch in sort of Thruxton, and there I am now, still, like, you know. So. Obviously, BSB is my, you know, is where my heart is. That's what I train every single day for. That's what I, you know, absolutely bust the gut for.
Tommy's got this inner strength now that perhaps he never used to have. I don't know, like, you know, and hey, we take great comfort in thinking that it's from Ollie, like, you know. Well, we know it's from Ollie, sort of thing. So that's what keeps us all going, you know. As simple as that, really. I'm not too bad until it comes to race day. I think practice on Friday and qualifying on Saturday, I actually do enjoy it. But I must be honest, come race day, back at me, I'm a bag of nerves, like, you know. Yeah, more so this year than I think ever, I think. This has been a real tough one.
It's nice to think now that I've come through all of that and come back and sort of stood here in a strong position, I guess. Like, you know, we, like I say, we haven't had the easiest road, so I guess we've come through the hard parts and come through that stronger than ever and so on. So, you know, we sort of like, we've done that as a family, so we'll carry on as a family.
9th is good enough, so Tommy Bridewell has sealed his place in the top 6.
Bellissimo in Italian, bellissimo.
We're very proud, aren't we?
Yeah, really proud of the boy, like, he's doing real good. Yeah.
It's a massive achievement that I've done, like, you know, for me and the Supersonic BMW team. It's been a lot of hard work, yeah, and I think it's all paid off.
It's a dream. It's not a work. It's not. I don't know. It's just a dream. That's it.
Starting from the 3rd row, it sounds stupid, but it makes a lot of difference. Like, so, yeah, just kept my head, dropped a few places down in like 11th, 10th, 11th, whatever, and just knew the race would come to me, and bit by bit, and yeah, ended up 4th. So a little bit disappointed not to get the first podium, like, but hey, onwards and upwards.
This year was going to be a learning year for the team.
getting data basically for every track to have a proper go at it next year, you know. And here we are, sort of 5th in the championships.
Look at this, Tommy Bridewell! Oh, take that! One young man on another.
This wonderful opportunity for Tom, which has been amazing, and the team, well, we all know the team are remarkably accomplished, and they deserve this as well as Tom. So yeah, we're all a bit happy at the moment.
I need to go to that next level. There's like I say, there's no option that I have to ride that bike physically every corner, every lap, as fast and as hard as anyone could physically put the bike around the track. So I feel good, I feel ready, and I feel strong and mentally good. So there's no reason why I can't, like.
The MCE British Superbike Championship season consists of 26 individual races, held at 12 events, including, for the first time, a race in Holland at the famous Assen circuit. The season's divided into 2 parts: the main season, up to round 9 at Donington, and then the Showdown. Here's how it works. After round 9, the top 6 riders in the point standings earn the right to become the title fighters, the only ones that can win the championship. To close things up, they all start with 500 points, plus any podium credits earned in the first 9 rounds. 3 for a win, 2 for second, and 1 for third place. It's then a 3-event, 7-race showdown, guaranteed to take the title fight down to the last lap of the last race. Every year in BSB, a young rider comes through the pack to claim their place on the front row of the grid. 2012 sees the emergence of 21-year-old Alex Lowe's, twin to racing brother Sam. The Lowe's twins have been mentored every inch of the way by racing superstar Rocket Ron Haslam, so no wonder they're good.
How did you become one?
Well, when I first started racing when I was 7 on a motocross bike, doing just round the field, local places, and then I progressed up through motocross into road racing when I was 11, and on at Kajiva 80 in the GRA, which is all for under 16s racing. And then we moved up to the Super Team Championships again for 11 to 19 year olds on Aprilia 125s, and then we've just progressed up from there to 125s and then up 600 this season.
How good are you going to be?
Well, obviously my aim obviously is to get to World Championship, be a World Champion, and right now I'm just learning everything, learning the ropes, and on a 600 I felt like 600 was the way to go.
Who's the fastest?
Well, I'm faster than Sam, especially on these. He hasn't beat me in a session yet, so I'll just leave all talking to the track, and then he can just think he's good. I'll know I'm good. I first rode for WFI at the start of 2011. I was coming off a year where I sort of had a bit of a mixed year in 2010, did some racing in Super Sport, a couple of races in Superbike, and just sort of, I think the team was new setting up into the Evo class, and I spoke to a few different people, and sort of luckily for me, I must have, they took a shine to me and sort of took me on board for their first year in the Evo class. That was the first time I rode for them. I was only with them for 2 or 3 races, and sort of rode really well. I got on with the team perfectly, and the mechanics were brilliant, and it sort of was my first proper ride. We fell out halfway through the year, but then obviously I came back to him for the start of 2012, and the people in the team understand me a lot more now, and it's working great. I like to have a lot of friends over the house. I train with some other people that do motocross, people from different sorts of sporting backgrounds, so I spend a lot of time with them. So the guys, they've got the similar mentality to me, that they're putting all their effort into wanting to succeed in their sports. Flat out, brake hard. My brother Sam helps me a lot. We've done everything from first riding a push bike, we've done everything together from motocross, and in the last couple of years we've changed classes in road racing. We used to race against each other. He normally comes to every race he can when he's not racing himself. If anyone knows me or how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking about, he knows me better than anyone else. I think any young rider that's making their way up in motorcycle racing, you know, would be lying if they didn't say they dreamed about racing in MotoGP. But you know, for me now, in the last couple of years, I've sort of been watching the World Superbike Championship. I'm on the first step of the ladder now, and this year's going pretty good. And I just want to keep improving and see, you know, be the best I can be. You know, every racer wants to be in World Championship, and if I can have a couple of good years in BSB and win some races here and aim to be British champion in the next couple of years, then hopefully I can get to World Championship after that. Last year I was young, I was fast, I was always up there at the front, but I hardly ever finished the race. I was crashing a lot and making mistakes.
Oh, Lowe's has gone down!
You know, there comes a time where you need to grow up and not just grow up as in, you know, as a person, but also in riding, use your head, and sort of that was sort of what this year's been for me really. I've finished most of the time, I've got a lot more confidence, a lot more race experience, and just sort of looked at it a little bit different. I'm young, I'm just getting to grips with riding Superbike and getting to grips with being at the front of the races, so I'm hoping in the next few years I can be the young British charger, if you like, rather than the Hargers and your Josh Brookes coming from overseas. Hopefully in the next few years I can be the #1 British rider. Take over from, you know, your Shakey Byrnes and riders like that. I'm ready to, you know, to race with them sort of guys. Just got to keep my head, and you know, if I'm riding well and everything's going good, I know that I'm as fast as them. You want to be the best you can be, and you want to race with the guys at the front. And Cadwell Park was awesome for me, racing with Tommy Earl. You know, he's a little bit of a legend around Cadwell Park. He always goes really well there. He won his first British Superbike race there. So for me to stick with him and race with him there was good for my confidence. And I managed to get my first podium. It was in my home race. I'm from Lincoln originally. The home race, it always gives you a little bit more. You've got all your friends and family there, and you always seem to find that little bit extra, even though you don't think it's possible. That weekend was really what got us in the showdown at Donington. We just had to make sure we stayed in the 6th spot, but at Cadwell we got ourselves in there, and yeah, I think the team were over the moon with that.
We were under pressure to get the job done today, and we've done it, and I'm so happy.
Brilliant race won here at Assen. It came down to a tyre war. Of the top 3, Shane Byrne and Josh Brookes went for the softer tyre. It went off slightly mid-race, but kind of held on towards the end. Alex Lowe's definitely went for a harder one, the SC2. It looked like with 5 laps to go he was going to win it, and then his tyre dropped off right at the end and he couldn't. He finished there, but a really, really good race and a massive crowd, and I think they all were really impressed with that.
I know he wanted to get second and he was trying hard, but he sort of used his head and stayed and self-refer, which was good. So I know he wants to do well, and he deserves to do well. I know he wants to be in the top 3, so I get more anxious and nervous for him really, because I know he wants to do so well. But yeah, I'm proud.
That was good. I felt like I rode better than in the first one. Obviously the results the same, and I had a good battle with Tommy, but no, that's really good. I enjoyed it.
Consistency is usually the key, and Alex Lowe's is proving to be that man this year.
Alex is this new explosive presence on the scene. The way he's lapped so effortlessly during qualifying and so much faster than everybody else here, who knows what could happen when they get out on track.
Lowe's takes 2 riders at once going into Stowe corner. Oh, and here he goes on the inside of Tommy Hill for second. Hey up, here we go. Number 22, Alex Lowe's, moves through inside the Samsung Honda and takes the lead. Yo, look at that. And here comes Alex. Yeah. Oh, where was Shakey Byrne going?
He's working hard at the front, he's doing a good job. I'm just a bit nervous, but he knows what he's doing. He's riding really good.
And now Alex Lowe's has split at the front. And he celebrates a late birthday present with victory at Silverstone. Did you see that? Look at that. Look at Shakey congratulating Alex Lowe.
Quite emotional, you know, me and him, we're very, very close, and that he deserves that, you know, more than anybody, and I'm just really, really proud of him.
It's absolutely wonderful. This is just exactly the reason why I go racing, yeah.
Very proud, obviously. I mean, it's what we've been working for years. It's been a long time coming, and I think now his confidence and the way he's riding should get better and better, I think.
This is a great race. Suddenly, look, here's Alex Lowe's looking up the inside in Vale. Shakey's got no response to that. Alex goes through. Alex, wow, he's decided that he can move to the front now. The time has come.
Oh, Lord, out the seat. And that's critical, at a critical point, because that is going to cost him. Roll the throttle off, get sat back in the seat, and it had to cost him time at that point. Oh, meanwhile, oh!
Shakey goes down the outside and Stone corner. Oh, wow! And Brookes went through as well. Brookes hit second place. Josh Brookes just grabs the advantage on the Taiko Suzuki.
I cannot tell you how close that was. Lowe's on Byrne. Front wheel touching back wheel, unbelievable.
Lowe's just will not relent. Lowe's gets a good drive onto the Wellington straight.
Definitely within striking distance is Lowe's now.
He can't cut back to the left.
Byrne defends a little bit. He's gone in hot as Lowe's.
Lowe's is trying to get round to the inside line as they flick right. He's not going to make it.
No, Byrne defended.
Alex Lowe's goes for the inside line on Shakey Byrne. He lifted him through Lovett and he's going for one cut. Alex Lowe's on the WFR Honda. He could win it. He has. Does he? Yes, he does.
Lost for words. It's just, you know, the best thing that could have happened today, and gives us a lift up in the championship, and you know we're going for it.
On the last lap, I could just hear this bike screaming in my ear holes, and I knew it was Alex. And we come into the stadium section, and I just let it run a little bit wide out of the left to sort of block the entry into the right, and thought, right, that's it. Let's just get this exit nailed, and that's it. We've got it. And the next thing I know, there's a number 22 up the inside of me, and I thought, shit, you know, how did he get there?
It's worth it.
The season started back in April. Here now at Brands Hatch, on a grey October morning, the day of reckoning approaches. With 6 title fighters in the running, only one can be the winner.
Since I was 11 years old and dreaming about being a champion.
When you're trying to win a championship, every little bit counts. The fight needs to be there, the hunger needs to be there.
I can't prepare better, the mechanics can't tune the bike better.
There's a championship up for grabs, and I don't care who I upset.
I'll put everything on the line and I'll go for it.
We're in the last round of the championship and it's all hinges on this.
I'm nervous. I think they're all teams nervous.
I'm looking forward to hopefully upsetting a few people.
It's going to be a real fight to the end.
With so much at stake this weekend, you know, we're all going to be pushing to the absolute limit.
The certainty of British Superbikes is the uncertainty. Anything can happen.
Every point really matters now, so it's going to be a tough fight.
Everything's to play for.
I put the pressure on myself every race that I go into. I want to win.
Shakey has it's his home circuit, but you know, really I don't think that'll have a huge difference when the guys pull the helmets on.
I need to be on the podium. You know, that is the bottom line. Like,
all eyes are going to be on 1 o'clock. We've got ourselves a showdown.
Alex Lowe's once again on pole position, and he is strengthening his title bid, and Shakey Byrne, the championship leader, is also alongside him on the front row of the grid. Barry Burrell and James Westmoreland round out the front row of the grid. They're not in the title fight because row 2 sees 3 of the other title fighters, with Michael Laverty, Tommy Hill. Josh Brookes is also on row 2 of the grid. Tommy Bridewell a little bit further down. So for that first race, 2 of the title fighters are certainly in with a shout. Alex Lowe's, who can stop him? Perhaps only Shakey Byrne can.
As they duck down through Paddock Hill Bend. Already, Alex Lowe's is the challenger. There's Josh Brookes. He's into 4th place. Now, look at that. The gap has opened up back to Laverty, and Josh Brookes is right on the back wheel of that blue Samsung Honda, now number 7. So the front 6 now have just opened up a gap on Westmoreland. Laverty chops through.
Yeah.
Wow.
Danger man here, you know.
Oh, Alex Lowe's comes back straight away.
And he has to do. He has to do.
Oh, and look, Josh Brookes, while we've been away, has lost out to Stuart Easton. The Australians made a mistake, and Stuart Easton is suddenly on the case, running in 4th place. Now, Shakey Byrne, 126.95, his fastest lap of the race, as we watch Tommy Hill go inside Josh Brookes. Laverty in 2nd place, right behind him, that distinctive, almost fluorescent pink magenta helmet of this man, number 22, Alex Lowe's, who once again sticks straight back past Michael Laverty, wastes no time and drives out of the Clark curve. Beautiful form there from Alex Lowe's.
Yeah, it was.
Josh Brookes regrouping in 6th place, but it could already be too late. 126.317. He was the fastest man on track and the whole race on the last lap. So Alex Lowe's now is beginning to reel in Shakey Byrne. Josh Brookes looking desperately for a way past Hill, and Hill is now hounding Stuart Easton.
What was that? Laverty?
That was Michael Laverty.
He was.
I think that was Michael Laverty dropping right back almost into the clutches.
Yeah.
Finally, Tommy Hill makes a run through. Oh, struggling to pull it back. Just about get through. As Josh Brookes slips through now into 4th place, he can't allow Tommy Hill to get away with that. Barry Burrell put his hand up there. What's he indicating? Suddenly it looks very hazy out there. A brave Josh Brookes barges his way inside Tommy Hill, down the hill from Druids into Graham Hill Bend. Front wheel pawing the air as Tommy Hill marches back.
Yeah, I think the speed.
Yes, there's definitely rain out there.
Yep. This is scary.
Oh, steady boys, and Shakey Byrne with Alex Lowe's catching him hand over fist now. Tommy Hill picks it up as they come launching out of Hawthorns, and now it's heart in mouth time for these guys.
It is.
Meanwhile, Tommy Hill drops a leg.
Something's happened.
And Shakey Byrne puts up his hand.
Where's Alex Lowe's?
Where's Lowe's? Alex Lowe's has gone down in clearways. Alex Lowe's has gone down in clearways. The red flag goes out. Is it too late for Lowe's, or will it go back a lap? I don't know. So at the moment it's coming up Byrne, Hill, Brookes, Westmoreland, Easton, Burrell as the top 6. Shakey Byrne taking enormous advantage of that outcome, and that means that he of course will be very much the favourite for the title as we go into tomorrow's 2 races here at Brands Hatch.
The red flag went out straight away.
British Superbike and say, look, this is the way it should be. It may not work in a motor.
On the monitor there, so I think what we can do, without further ado, get the riders out here then, taking an 18th podium of the season for Taiko Suzuki, and for Australia, Josh Brookes.
But with the rain starting to come at the end, I needed more laps, so I wasn't going to be willing to put my hand up straight away, but coming around the last corner there, it was pretty slick. You know, it was difficult to gauge how fast you could go, and it's not the conditions you want to be racing in.
I came into clearways on the final lap that we did, and you know, things like Josh said were really slippery, and my bike was kind of snaking all the way around there, and I thought, oh my god, and just put my hand up and, you know, hope that we'd done enough to get declared a result.
Came onto the bridge, like I said, and it was wet, so that's it.
It slid off on the wet surface, pushing, trying to catch Shakey.
I seen Alex had gone down, and then the red flags came out, so I was actually surprised to even be on third. I thought it was, in fact I went back to the pit garage, I went, no, that's a fourth, it'll go back to the previous lap, but I didn't know that Shakey had actually passed the line before the red flag.
Yeah, he's fine, he's battered and bruised a little bit. I think he's hurt his wrist and his side. Should be okay for tomorrow. It's hugely disappointing, obviously, for the team and for Alex personally, and for me personally. We're 49 points away from Shakey Byrne with 2 races to go, so it looks like that's all done and dusted for us now.
Yeah, it shouldn't take me fucking smashing myself into a tyre wall just to get a red flag. It's impossible for me to win now, 49 points behind, and Shakey's not going to DNF in both races. So sort of, you know, ruin the championship just because they made a shit decision that was dangerous.
The one thing that you cannot afford to do in the Showdown is not finish. You've got to finish all the races, whether it's a victory, whether it's on the podium, whether it's like Tommy Hill in 4th position last year in one of the races. And the problem that Alex now has got is he's got to play catch-up. Shakey Byrne, who won the race, that is his 5th consecutive victory around the Grand Prix circuit at Brands Hatch. It's the 10th time he's won a race around the Grand Prix circuit, and now he's won 39 British Championship races, which is homing in on the record of Yuichi Kianari. He's very much in the ascendancy as Shane Byrne. This is his backyard.
Perfect, really. Yeah, I wasn't as nervous as I thought I'd be fair, but yeah, nice to get that one underway for the weekend. So yeah, we've got tomorrow to see what tomorrow brings. So it's looking pretty good.
Superb ride, excellent. I'm really happy with that. We've got on the podium where me and Swan Yamaha want to be, but hopefully we can finish this year with a top step at the podium and a win at my home round.
Fantastic, you know, it was a really gritty race by Tommy, you know. He didn't necessarily have the pace that he to run at the front, but he found it in the race, and that's just fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
I mean, I'm grateful to be here in the 3rd position, but of course not a satisfying result considering we're in the last round of the championship and it's all hinges on this.
Friday we changed a few things with the bike in the afternoon. Didn't obviously quite work. Ian had a crash coming out the left-hander before the last corner as such. Quite a big crash, quite a big high side, which sort of flicked me quite hard and obviously injured my hand quite bad. Spent all Friday night in hospital, left hospital at like 2 o'clock and got to bed for 3 o'clock. I've had a terrible start obviously because I can't pull the clutch in very well and drop way back. So it was looking pretty doom and gloom. You know, we were way down the field and just got into the race, sort of got a little bit more comfortable with my hand and managed to get it back up to 7th for the finish.
I think it was lap 11. I'm trying to make another move back on Alex and into the back of the paddock here, and I backed out of it a bit too. If it had committed, I may have touched Alex and we'd have both stayed on, but I backed out of it because he went a little bit tighter than normal, and it was all I could do to avoid hitting his back wheel and taking us both down. So I just missed him, but then that run me off the track, and I lost, I think, 20 odd seconds in that lap, so I was back to 12th. I got back to 10th, and then it was red flagged a few laps later. So yeah, a bit of a disaster really. I kind of needed to win the race if I wanted to stay in the hunt.
Tomorrow's a long hard day, you know. It's tomorrow's a traditional race day at the end of the day. You know, we got 2 races, and basically those 2 races will determine the championship tomorrow. So, you know, it's nice to get today out of the way, obviously, and it's really nice that we had a win. But tomorrow's the important day because absolutely nothing can be done till then. There's still another race. There's still 1,000,001 things that can happen. I mean, today's race showed that you know, rain a couple of laps earlier, and it would have been all over, and we'd have been out there on the greasy track now. So yeah, I mean, I'm taking absolutely nothing for granted. I'm happy that we've won, and it's a great job by my team. But like I said, tomorrow's race day.
Who would have thought today that we would have got the rain shower when we did, and Alex Lowe's would have crashed out, and Michael Laverty would have made a mistake, and Tommy Bridewell chopped his finger off yesterday. All these sort of things which we weren't expecting, but we always say about British Superbikes, just expect the unexpected. Something will happen, we just don't know what, and that is the key. That's the beauty, that's the attraction of British Superbikes.
The day of reckoning cometh. Can Shakey Byrne finish the day victorious, or will Australian Josh Brookes steal his thunder? There's even more pressure on the reigning number one Tommy Hill to perform and upset the championship, but it's a tall order. If Tom is to finish the day as champion, neither Byrne nor Brookes would have to finish.
The two races today, for me, it's now Shane Byrne's to lose. He's got 18 points over Josh Brookes. Josh had a little bit of a go yesterday, didn't make a brilliant start, didn't come through, for me, we just didn't see the real Josh Brookes. He wasn't pushing, he wasn't taking risks, he wasn't, I don't know, he knew he had to go and beat Shane yesterday to give himself a realistic chance of the championship. On paper, he still has a chance of the championship, as does Tommy Hill, and as slightly does Alex Lowe's, who was really unlucky yesterday. But for me, Shane Byrne is now in the driving seat.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult. You know, reality is it's going to be tough, but you know, never say never. As I said yesterday, you know, I want to keep pushing on. Sun's out today, got a big fan base, big following out there today. So yeah, it's good. I mean, I'll just go out there and try and do what I need to do.
Well, it's really nice to see Tommy with his mojo back and be getting up there among them, and I'm sure he can run at the front with them. So it was unfortunate that Alex went down yesterday, otherwise, you know, it would have put more emphasis on today and made Shakey a bit more jumpy.
Thanks so much.
I was upset more than mad, to be fair. I felt like the race should have been stopped before. It was wet, it was dangerous to be riding around in the wet on slicks, so I had to beat Shakey if I wanted to have a chance at the championship. The weather was a bit dodgy and I was pushing as hard as I possibly could, and I always do, and unfortunately for me in that circumstance it meant that I crashed, but you know, it shouldn't take me crashing for the race to get red flag, but that's the rules, that's the way it is, and obviously I can't win the championship now, but I can go out there today and have two good races and enjoy it, so I'm going to do that. I'm a little bit beaten up, but yeah, I'm looking forward to today, and wherever I finish now I'm going to be happy with it. It's one thing, at least I can get to bed knowing that I gave it everything I had, so I'm happy with that.
So many championships have different rules, like in World Championship, that they take it back a lap, and if you're not the cause of the red flag, you're getting the results. So it's just a little bit, it's not wrong, just different, you know what I mean? So that's unlucky for him. He's riding really good. He's on pole again yesterday, he's pole for today, so we'll just wait and see what happens.
I actually supported Alex until the first race yesterday, but now you've probably got to say, because of the home field advantage, Shakey's going to be the man.
Yeah, I'd like to see Josh Brookes win it for a change. It's a bit monotonous after Shakey keeps winning it, but the guy that should be winning it is Tommy Bridewell, really, I reckon.
For me, the season is just done, because for me it's just the best. Tommy would like to go to arrive on the podium. I don't know if it's possible, because with the finger like that is not. And yesterday he was not happy because he arrived here to win. The bike is ready, he's ready, but not now with the finger like that. But in fit, could be possible podium away for sure. In the showdown, for us is the best. It was like a dream. Unfortunately, Tommy, this race is not in fit for the injury of Friday. And but the season is good. It's good for both rider, for Patrick, for Tommy, for my crews. And we are all happy.
We've had only one podium at Silverstone in the whole of the Showdown series. We had one yesterday and threw it away, but yeah, really determined to finish on a high today. Obviously, Shakey may play his cards safe because he's got a bit of a points lead. So if I can get to the front early in race one, and hopefully then Shakey will, err on the side of caution to get his championship. So maybe fight it out with Alex. But I'm sure Tommy and Josh will find they were missing a couple of tenths yesterday, but I'm sure they'll find a little bit more pace today and come with us. So I'm not anticipating it to be easy by any means, but looking forward to the scrap.
Personally, I like Shakey because he's a local man. He lives just up the road. We all like him, really. Josh, I like still, but he crashes into people a lot, and just not really my favourite rider. But Shakey, yeah, Shakey.
The way that Shane Byrne rode yesterday, in all honesty, I can't see Josh Brookes rivaling him in the two races. He's not home as yet. Shane has got some work to do, but don't only just include Josh Brookes. Tommy Hill was looking good yesterday. I think that Shane Byrne does deserve it. He's now won, I think, here at Brandon Sands, including yesterday on the Grand Prix circuit, 8 victories plus 2 World Superbike victories. He is the man to beat.
Shakey, of course, because he always wins. I've been in here for years and he wins every race. Brilliant.
I think Shakey's going to be hard to beat now, but as there's 50 points at stake, and once they all go into paddock on the first lap, anything can happen still. So I still think it'll be a great climax.
It's going to be an interesting race, and same start position as yesterday, so fingers crossed we can get another good start and do our thing, and I don't know, we'll see how we go. Fingers crossed it'll be good.
Good luck, mate. Hope you win it. Good luck, Shakey.
My head says Shakey, just given the previous performances he's put in at Brands Hatch and how good he looks in the championship at the moment. Heart-wise, I would kind of like Josh to do it.
Josh, just because. I don't know why. Me, definitely Josh.
I think it's my best chance yet to have a chance of winning the title.
From the very start of the season, he's been a different rider. He's in good form. He's enjoying the team. Everything's working on the bike for him. New crew chief there, Stuart Johnson. Stuart and him seems to click, so he's totally wound down. He's not under any pressure, and you can see the results are starting to coming forward.
He's happy, he's considered, he's not pushing now for the win all the time. He's a very different Josh Brookes. Don't get me wrong, he's still got teeth, he's still he can still be as an aggressive rider out there as anybody else, and he's not afraid of dusting them up and catch a bit of carrying that comes his way, or sticking his elbows out and putting in hard moves. But for Brookes this year, there's just something different about him.
It's the same goal all the time. I mean, you can't predict these things, and it is British Superbikes at the end of the day. It's one of the most competitive championships in the world right now, if not the most in depth. There's a huge talent in depth here. The championship, the format with the shootout thing is something that we all have to live with. I mean, whether you like it or not, it certainly does what it's designed to do. It brings excitement to the spectators and to the television viewers. It ensures the championship goes right down to the wire. Whether we get it this year or not, we'll either be back with the number 1 plate on or the number 2 plate on, looking for the number 1 the next year. So obviously we'll keep pushing to the end either way.
Josh definitely, because he's got the drive and the ambition, and I just think that he's been consistently good all through the season. He's not had any crashes, which is a bonus for Josh. Just good luck.
I try just as hard every race of the year, whether it's for the first race and essentially for no extreme gain, or for the last race of the year that might win you the title. I try 100% every time I get on the bike. So although the situation is more pressured, because it's coming down to where Shakey is in the race, and I've got to beat him, and the points difference between him and I, and there's a few elements there that that kind of make you concentrate more on just that particular rival and so on. But I'm just going out there trying to ride the best I can. Come into this last round hoping to ride my best and win races as I have done in the previous rounds, and to finish third and only just third just was really disappointing and not satisfactory for me. I know I'm better than that. I know that we're capable of more than that, but just the circumstances didn't allow it. So I found myself disappointed with the result of yesterday.
Well, Josh, really, to win the championship, he's just got to get his head down and try and win both races this afternoon. Shakey's there, he's in a position where he's got to defend, so that's never an easy position to be in. I think Josh has just got to throw the gauntlet down and go for it.
I'm always nervous before a race. I mean, I can remember right back to when I was in primary school, before a swimming event, it's just other school kids and you're about to do a swimming race, and I got nervous before I jumped in the pool, and it's been just a general character of my life before a big event. Even if it's not so big, if it's important to me, then I get nervous. So that's just a normal reaction to racing.
Josh Brookes, well, he's been over here a while. He's started doing something. Shakey's won it before. Josh hasn't. He's up for it. So I'd like to see Brooksy win it.
Josh Brookes. Yeah, he's been in my team since the beginning of British Superbike, so yeah, Josh Brookes.
I see the excitement from the fans and the 40-odd thousand people that are at most events. They love it. They come to get their autographs, and they talk about the format of the championship, and they think it's good, and they look forward to the shootout. And I mean, it brings a lot of excess pressure on us riders to get it all into those last 3 rounds. It's kind of like it adds a bit of pressure because you don't have the year to work on the championship. You got 3 rounds, but I mean, when you see the excitement from the fans and stuff that come, you know that it's a good thing, and you need the people there at the track to make us feel like we've got something to ride for. The cheers and the excitement from the people makes us want to ride faster and put on a good show. This is dragging on just a little bit too long. I want to get there and get to the action stuff.
Number 2, Josh Brookes, driving off the line. Oh, Josh Brookes. That one. But Brookes leads the way as they rattle through the front of the S's. A win then, at last on his 2nd of the season. Good ride though by Josh Brookes. He is back on it. He's regaining that momentum. Brookes in the lead. Oh, looks looks like Brookes is going to do the double, and a more deserving cause there couldn't be. He's answered the call of team boss Philip Neal to come out and get himself back up to pace. Josh Brookes wins at Donington Park. Here's Josh Brookes up the inside of Assen, nice as you like. Josh Brookes right in there. Oh, Josh Brookes sears his way through there. Oh, Brookes! Oh, take that. Here comes Josh Brookes. Has he finally made the move on Tommy Bridewell? Brookes is pushing. Lap, MCA Insurance, British Superbike Series, Shaky Byrne tries to scrape underneath Josh Brookes into turn 1 and gets it. Go on. Now then, Brookes has to retaliate. I'm a bit scared now because I think Josh is going to have a go. Josh goes through. Josh goes through. Brookes is going to win it. Oh, either side of Aaron Zanotti. Josh Brookes wins it for Taiko Suzuki. Ahead of number 67, a furious Shaky Byrne. And down the back straight, it's the Josh Brookes victory wheelie.
Race 2 of 3 on the final weekend. With the points accumulated, it's looking like a battle between Josh Brookes and Shaky Byrne, but Tommy Hill could still do it. Alex Lowes, Tommy Bridewell and Michael Laverty are out of contention. Now they're racing for their futures and personal pride.
Oh, Stuart Easton bobs through for the second place, but Shaky does what he needed to do, and he leads the way down Paddock Hill Bend. Tommy Hill squeezes through. Oh, and there's an absolute multiple collision out of Druid. So Brookes desperate to make a move. He knew that he had to just get as far up as he could. As we watch Alec Lowe's not hanging back, he decides he's going to force his way through the defences of Stuart Easton, number 3, into second place. Here comes Brookes, and this time not wasting any time. The Australian thrusts his way through on the inside at Stirling's Bend. Josh Brookes trying not to waste any time, but couldn't quite make a move on Paddock Hill Bend. Oh, and that was Michael Laverty giving Josh Brookes a chance, but Laverty won't yield as they come round Druid. Look at Burrell. I told Burrell to get more aggressive before he went out, and he is doing. The rockets down the straight, gets inside Michael Laverty into third place. Look at that, and easy. Burrell did get a good drive through the Clark curve. He might get inside Alex Lowes. He does. He's never run second in a British Superbike race before, but the former European Superstock 1000 racer is there at the moment. Tommy Hill has been pushed back to 9th, just ahead of teammate Norrie Harder. Brookes looking for a way through on the inside through Dingle Dell, not quite.
And he knows he needs to be getting past and getting up to the back end of Shane Byrne and doing something about the championship, because he can't sit there, the championship slipping away if he does.
Brookes looking up the inside, but Laverty late on the brakes. Oh, Michael,
that sent wide,
and that might have allowed Josh through. Josh Brookes, golden opportunity, moves through to 4th place. Josh Brookes got the drive up the hill there, surely got inside Alex Lowes, but Lowes won't have it, but Lowes runs wide. Brookes gets the power down instantly. Can he move across fast enough? Yes, he does, into Graham Hill Bend, covers his line through to 3rd place. Now he's got a bit of open track if he can fend off the 2 Hondas.
Hang on.
There's a problem for Alex Lowes.
Yeah, he's going in the pits, he's pulling in.
Oh,
wherever it is, it's terminal.
Brooks needs that second place. He needs that second place.
He's going to have a go at it as well, you know. He's pushing on, like you say. He's making ground on Byrne and Burrell.
As they fly across the line now, onto their 14th of 20 laps, 2/3 race distance. Josh Brookes, fastest lap of the race by half a second, 1:26.5. Look at this, 175, 180 miles per hour. Oh, and here's Josh Brookes trying to force away under Barry Burrell on the Bill-based BMW, shuts the door. Brookes, time ticking away. Oh, Barry Burrell, he got a huge snake on. Did that cost him coming out? Not quite. Josh this time does.
Has he got it stopped? Has he got it stopped?
Oh, brilliant. Just enough. Just enough. Barry gets squeezed back to 3rd place. Josh Brookes has, at this moment, kept the championship alive.
Yeah.
Shaky Byrne, is he going to make it 2 out of 2 here at Brandt? The battle's still on for that final rostrum place, but no doubt about the winner, Shaky Byrne. 2 out of 3 at Brandt's Hatch for Shaky. He wins it. 2nd for Josh Brookes.
I did everything I could to try and get it done in that race. All I could do was concentrate on myself and stay P1, and we managed to do that the whole race. But I could see that Barry Burrell was second for ages, and I knew that if Josh finished third, we had it done. But fair play to Josh, he dug deep, and he obviously wants this as bad as I do. So now it goes into the final race, but I think the pressure's off of us a little bit. But a triple would be nice to take the title.
I'd be normally pretty excited about that a race like that. I made a lot of passes, and there was plenty of action throughout the race. Safety cars and the likes of. But the reality of the chance of this title slipping away more and more is really coming home.
Well, I think at this stage you've just got to put your money on Shakey. He's just been so measured and just so careful in this showdown, but yet so fast. He's brilliant around here, and he's got one hand on the trophy, and I think he's just really risen to the top of this last meeting. I think Josh Brookes, obviously his biggest competition, but I think we've really seen a little bit of nerves from Josh. He couldn't quite get that pace that Shakey had, and he just hasn't been able to match him. And at the end of the day, he had to beat him here this weekend, and he hasn't done it.
One race to go, still need to wrap a couple of points up, but boys will do a good job in the garage, I'm sure. So want to go. It's been a long season.
The whole year is about building yourself and preparing as best you can for the showdown. We made the mistake last year of sort of taking our eye off the ball and just trying to win everything and thinking that we'd be prepared for the showdown with that. But with the Rapid Solicitors Kawasaki team, we've been building step by step. We're trying to get ourselves into a position where we have a really, really good package that's well balanced, and we know like the back of our hand.
Brands Hatto, it's a good circuit for us. We love coming here, great place. It's better than World Superbikes. We were there for 4 years, and this is much more fun.
To be honest with you, I just like riding a bike. So I don't care if I ride it here, Brands Hatch, Snedden, Thruxton. I don't care where I ride as long as I get to ride a bike. So I really enjoy riding the bike still, probably more now than ever. And just wherever I'm riding, I'm happy. Paul Byrne employed me to do a job, and that was to try and win the British Championship. I mean, last season, for Honda, we actually scored the most points, but didn't win the championship. So, to actually to be declared champion would be fantastic. This year, I had the possibility to become the most successful race-winning BSB rider ever, and I'm currently, I think, 4 or 5 wins behind Ryuichi Kianari, who's first. So, coming into this weekend, even if I win all 3, my dream was to take the title this year and to take the most amount of wins as well. But that I won't be able to achieve this year, but it's something to aim for later. Went to Cadwell Park, had a big crash, hurt my shoulder real bad. Came back to Assen, and when I tell you that I couldn't possibly have done any more to be fit enough for Assen, if I'd have finished 20th twice, then I can honestly promise you that would have been the best result I could have got. But to come back from injury, 3 and a bit weeks after having surgery, and then end up with a first and a second was incredible. Nerves get to me at the best of time. Nerves and pressure come in equal amounts, and the great thing about pressure is that nobody can possibly put any more pressure on me than I put on myself, because I'm desperate to perform. I want to do the best job I possibly can. I'm employed to do a job that needs doing on Saturday and Sunday. So I'll be giving it my absolute all to make sure that we get the job done. And there'll be a few washing machine cycles going on in my stomach sat on the grid, that's for sure.
Shakey Byrne, he's the real deal.
Motorbikes and race circuits go together like, I don't know, bread and jam for us, this is just how we do things. But to get the opportunity to take a racetrack and a car, which is something totally alien, and not only that, a good car as well, like a GTR, it's such a different experience for us,
Bit of water, gas, straight up, remember? Bit different to what you're used to.
You know this racetrack like the back of your hand, and it's like it's embedded in your brain, if you know what I mean. So when the instructor's talking to you, he's trying to explain to you what you need to do and where you need to be turning in and stuff. And you're thinking, flipping hell, if I stay out there and something goes wrong on a bike, it'd be all over. So you know, we use a lot more track on the car, or in the car, should I say, and yeah, it's quite a different sensation, but great fun at the same time.
Shakey left some massive skid marks at a couple of corners. I think the car has some sort of ESP failure, ended up doing donuts, but I think he probably did the quickest lap time. But they all did well, and pleasure to sit next to.
Local boy, yeah, Shakey Byrne.
Shakey, this is a local man. He knows Brands.
The great thing about Brands Hatch is that there's just this massive wall of people, you know, as you come across the start-finish line. I mean, you're not concentrating on them because the track's really, really busy, but you get this great, like I said, this sea of people, you know, from the minute you come into clearways. As soon as you come under the bridge, you just see people all the way around, and they're only in your peripheral vision, but yeah, you kind of, you know, and you feel that they're there. So the fact that you can sort of almost see these people like standing and cheering for you really kind of spurs you on. When you have a win in the first race and a second in the second race, that is just like, you know, you might just as well punch me on the jaw and kick me in the nuts and say, well, you know, take that, because you feel like saying, oh, well, I suppose I deserve that because I didn't win. So the difference between that one position is like, I don't know, it's... I used to listen to Carl Fogg talking on TV years ago when he used to say, oh, all I want to do is win, all I want to do is win, I'm not interested in anything else, blah, blah, blah. And I used to think, get a grip of yourself, you know, you got a fantastic job, you know, if you're anything like me, this has been my dream all my life to do the job I do. So the further you get into your career, the more you kind of appreciate where it was coming from, you know. It's like, if you have a second in the first race and then you win the second one, oh, you're absolutely over the moon because you've done exactly what you needed to do. But a first and then a second is like double no-no.
He doesn't take seconds.
Double win, that's just like, yeah, I'm feeling it.
A fantastic sight at a packed Brands Hatch, most of them rooting for local boy and crowd favourite Shakey Byrne against Australia's Josh Brookes. Within the next 30 minutes, one of them will be lifting the winner's trophy on the podium to seal the 2012 British Superbike Championship.
This is the worst one now. He has to stay on it.
It's Shakey's championship to lose.
I'm not here to finish second, that's for sure.
Shane Byrne, as long as he keeps his nose clean.
Coming second is like the first loser.
If he brings that bike on, he's British champion.
May the best man win.
Champion elect on the second row of the grid. The burst through, tries to burst through, weaves across to the left, wheeling his way through, but it's Josh Brookes versus Shakey Byrne at the front. Shakey gets another brilliant start on the Kawasaki.
It was.
And he just spears his way through to second place from the second row of the grid, exactly where he needed to be. Blows makes his first move of the race on Michael Laverty and slips through.
Oh, here he comes. He's aggressive, is Alex Laws.
The top six riders in the race at the moment are the top six title contenders. We have no outside interference. We have Brookes, Byrne, Laws, Laverty, Hill, Bridewell. Ooh,
I know.
Biting him back there on the exit to Stirling.
Laverty slips under.
Oh, he does.
Under Laws at Hawthorne.
Shakey Byrne pressing the race leader here.
Okay.
Shakey doing everything he needs to do, but I've got a feeling
he wants to win it.
He wants to win this.
But he's just got to be careful, you know, going for a win. It's a lot easier to make a mistake if you're trying to run off line to get past somebody. He's got to be a little bit kind of circumspect, if you like. Oh, he's having a go in here.
Oh, yes.
He's having a look, and that you know, one little tickle on his front wheel with Brooks's rear wheel, and the job's over.
Oh dear, Michael Laverty hovering here, looks comfortable in third place.
He does, yeah.
Oh, and he's looking on the inside. So 2 laps to go for Shakey Byrne there to register his third
British Superbike Championship for Josh Brookes to win his 5th race of the year. Shakey Byrne gets a huge speed wobble on up the Brabham Straight and has to let Brookes just chop across the front of him into Paddock Hill. Now then, driving down the hill, Josh Brookes, who's already re-signed with Taiko Suzuki for 2013, loses the lead. Shakey Byrne dives through on Pilgrim's Drop and up Hawthorne Hill. Josh Brookes tries to cut back down the Minter Straight. We enter the 20th lap of 20, the last lap of the season. Alex Lowe gets inside Michael Laverty. Does he hold him? Oh, he takes the boat down! Alex Lowe loses it down the inside. Skittles Michael Laverty. Both Hondas crash at Paddock Hill Bend.
Big crash.
This means that these two are left to fight it out. And this is it then for the championship. Shakey Byrne, things really digging in at the back end of the Kawasaki, gets the drive, and he has the speed as they drop down into Pilgrim's Drop, up Hawthorne Hill. Shakey Byrne leads it.
Shane can't make a mistake now, because if he slides off anywhere, the championship will go to Josh Brookes.
And Josh Brookes, well, all he can do, it looks like, is put everything in. He's put everything into trying to win this final race. He's going to end up with 2nd place in the race, and once again, as 2 years ago, 2nd place in the championship, because Shakey Byrne, would you believe it, he's going to do it again. It's going to be 3 wins out of 3 and 3 British Superbike championships. Shane Byrne wins it for the Paul Byrne Motorsport Rapid Solicitors Kawasaki team. Absolute joy unbridled.
True to his word, the ever-popular Shakey doesn't do second. He wins in style with a Brands hat-trick. Incredible!
I really enjoyed it. It was absolutely magic. I'm delighted with the 2nd place. I'd like to win it. A lot of people would like Bassan and we are in 2nd, so I'm happy.
Just a bit upset that I couldn't have done more, you know. But now it's all over, and I mean the final race is done, and there's no thinking, oh, what if this happens and what if that happens. It's done now. So I'm not happy not to have won the championship, but I did not finish a single race this year. I was on, and most of those races I finished, I was on the podium. So I'm kind of thinking, what could I have done more, you know? And I don't think I could have done anything.
You know, you can tell obviously so much into the team have, you know, Taiko Suzuki, you know, Philip Neal, everyone there, and you know, they really felt it was a brilliant chance to win, and it was, but you know, I think they've got to take their hats off, and I think that they'll be kind of, I think get used to having lost. I think they'll be quite philosophical about it, and they'll feel that, you know, Shakey probably deserved it.
Pretty emotional, to be fair. I mean, I've just shedding a few tears, but it's the way it goes, you know. I can safely say that I've absolutely run my balls off, and I've not given it anything less than 100%.
Today's been an achievement in itself. I mean, or this weekend, should I say? You know, we won 3 races, and all I kept thinking about was the guys and what they've done for me this year. You know, they've done such a fantastic effort to you know, to get the Kawasaki up here and to be champions. I thought, I can't look at it 100% now, you know. And I got a really good run off of Surtees, and my bike's been fast all year anyway, and you know, drafted Josh and passed him down into Hawthorne. I thought, right, now just see what you can do for a lap and a half or 2 laps or whatever it was, and managed to hold him off. So yeah, we ended up champions.
Mixed emotions, I guess. This year, I had the possibility to become the most successful race-winning BSB rider ever. My dream was to take the title this year and to take the most amount of wins as well. But you know, that I won't be able to achieve this year, but it's something to aim for later.
It's been an absolute roller coaster year, and today was one of those days I don't want to relive that day again, but hey, we've always got next year to look forward to.
I'm elated, I'm ecstatic. You know, I've got a great team behind me that have been there for me all year, and you know, worked really hard to you know, to achieve what we've achieved today. To be honest with you, the third title doesn't really mean anything, because all the third title means is that I've done something that somebody else has done before. You know, us guys come to race each other because we want to be better than each other, you know, not because we want to be the same. So, you know, one of my thoughts riding down the back straight on the slowdown lap there was like, shit, that's that one done, but that just makes me equal with everybody else.
What are we going to do later, Shane?
Get drunk. Definitely get drunk.
After a fabulous day at Brands Hatch, and as the sun sets on the 2012 championship, what lies ahead for the newly crowned Shakey Byrne? Will he achieve his dream of becoming the ultimate British Superbike champion by racing next season for a fourth title?
I'm feeling so relieved. I've never actually been so scared ever in my life. I'm so happy. I'm just sitting here thinking 3 times he's done it. He just needs to do one more time.
Feels pretty damn good. We're going to go and get drunk tonight, hopefully, and have a fantastic party and celebrate with all the guys who made this possible for me. So I'm a happy boy right now, and looking forward to the next few days, let everything sink in, and then we'll see where we go from there.